Well, speaking of your talented family, what do you tell your grandchildren now, or what will you tell them when they ask you, as I'm sure they will, about what they should do in the future in terms of the possibility of healthcare professions?
I have the same message for all of them. Follow your passion. Actually, our oldest grandchild is passionate about medicine. Her father and mother are physicians, and she's passionate about medicine. And the other kids may or may not follow in that track. I don't believe they will. But I would, whatever a child wanted to be or a grandchild, they must be passionate about it. If you don't have the passion, you're really heading down the wrong track.
If you had it to start now, would you become a physician again, knowing what you know?
Without question. I can't imagine myself being anything but a physician. I think we were so lucky to have the passion for this, to love science, to care about people, to be given a chance to get into people's lives. I was a real doctor, even though I played one on television. I did GYN oncology for a number of years. I saw healthy women on the side just so I could keep my perspective. And I don't know any job in the world that comes close to providing the rewards that we physicians enjoy when we work with patients, even when we don't work with patients. I miss patients, but I get the same rewards from media work, education. I get the same sense of commitment working on this obesity project, the same sense of need, the same sense of importance.
Well, Art, I can't ever see you retired. Your energy and your creativity are so overflowing. But I do know that you've done a lot of volunteering for charitable organizations, and a lot of people are looking at that as they enter the retirement age, or as they have time available, even during other times of their life. How did you find the right organization to work with in terms of charities and make that a productive effort?
Well, it was fairly easy. Actually, by the way, I will retire again. I loved retirement, and I may come back to work again, but I will retire again. What I did when I retired is I spent about a third of my time playing with grandchildren, trying to make up for the neglect of my own children. And you can never make up for that. Never make up for that. But it was some way of apologizing to my children, and it has led to rich relationships with my own grandchildren. Priscilla and I spent a third of the year traveling. We love to travel together. We really travel well together. And I spent a third of my time speaking on behalf of charities. So I told any charity that needed to raise money that I would go speak on their behalf. They could charge someone a fee and I'd donate it, or I'd just come and speak at a fundraiser. And through that work, I found some charities. There are a couple in Guatemala that I fell in love with. There's a children's home right now in Montana, Intermountain Children's Home, where anytime they call, I will go there and speak. I speak often on behalf of the USC Norris Cancer Center. That's my payback for leaving an oncology career early. And I will go anywhere. And the reason I do that, and I volunteer for some boards. I'm on the board of a free clinic in Utah, and I'm happy to do that because I think what that does is take my best skills, which are my speaking skills, my communication skills, and my experience, and puts it to good use. The other thing I love to do, I'm overdue, build homes. We've gone down to Mexico to build homes. That's an incredibly rewarding experience. And I think the important thing about this charitable work is that I get much more out of it. much more out of it than I give. It's so incredibly rewarding. So it's a selfish part of my life. I couldn't give that up because that's one of the best parts of my life.
Art, as you've traveled around the world, have you seen healthcare systems that you think we ought to learn from?
Yes. I have traveled the world, and I used to go visit healthcare systems wherever I went. Now we look for adventure. And the best healthcare system I have found anywhere in the world is Kaiser Permanente. Right here under our noses is a healthcare system that aligns doctors' interests with patients' interests, that says, pay your annual fee and we'll take care of you, we'll give you all the care you need, and by the way, we'll do our best to keep you healthy because we make more money that way. It's a brilliant system. So that's my favorite system. And by the way, there may be better systems, but they tend to be in very homogeneous, highly socialized countries, and I don't think they'll work here. Otherwise I would go for those single-payer homogeneous systems.